99% of abortions are elective. Just, hoes being hoes. I don't want to have a baby. I'm not ready to be a mom. I don't want to wake up early in the mornings. I don't want to lose sleep. I don't feel like giving up my weekends. I don't feel like not partying every single night. Too bad. Then maybe you shouldn't have sex. How about that?
Alright, there is a lot to unpack there. First of all, why do you say those things as if they're not perfectly good reasons to not want a baby? Take it from someone who wasn't entirely wanted. Unless you 100% are sure you want this kid, you are ready and willing to take care of them, you should not fucking have them. I'm 12 years younger than my older sister. The only reason they had me is because she was a girl. Two of my brothers, Ron and Reg, their mom wasn't ready for them when she had them, so she left them with her parents and ran off, and now they both have mommy issues. You obviously don't know what it's like to grow up in a house where the people who are supposed to love you resent you for existing. Now, as for the don't have sex bullshit, consent to sex is not consent to pregnancy. If a woman after sex ends up pregnant, it is her right to decide whether she is ready, wanting, and willing to raise a baby, and not even to mention have a thing grow inside her for 9 months. Sex is a part of life for a lot of people. I'm sorry to break it to you, honey. There's no such thing as hoes being hoes. It's just women being allosexuals. People get surprised when I say I'm pro-choice, because they're always like, but Remy, your wife, which is not the words we use, but like whatever, she had a pregnancy from a previous marriage, and you raising that baby together is what got you to get married. What would have happened if Katie had aborted Rowan? But that's the difference here. She had the option to. She sat back, she looked at the big picture, and she thought, okay, I want this baby, I have enough supports and money to take care of this baby, and I think I am emotionally ready to raise a baby. If she hadn't, we're in Canada, yeah, she could have aborted her. But that's the key thing here. She had a choice. She chose not to, and I'm grateful that she did, because now we have our daughter. But I also know Kate, and if she had felt in any way that she wasn't prepared or able to take care of and raise a baby, she wouldn't have done it. She spent a chunk of her early life in the foster care system, and her brother was a teenager, so he has the horror stories. I also know people who have had abortions, and it is incredibly emotionally draining. I did 1 year at the University of Pennsylvania, and while I was there, while I was spiraling, I had a lot of friends. One a bit more than a regular friend, you get it. At the end of the year, when I decided I wasn't going back and I went home, a couple months later, I got a call from them saying I had gotten them pregnant. She'd already set an appointment for an abortion. Least I could do was go with her, because I'm half of why she was in that mess. It wasn't a happy day. It wasn't laughing or joking or anything like that. It was sad. And it was scary. It was a medical procedure. But we knew that that was the best responsible decision, because they were in their second year of the photography program I dropped out of, and I was recovering from it. We had minimum wage jobs. She was living in one of the dorms on campus. I was in Washington. It was right. That doesn't mean it was easy. And I shouldn't even be talking about this. I'm not the one who actually went through it. I guess the point of my rambling is, instead of condemning women for having sex, just have sympathy for them if this does happen. Because it's not a simple thing. Like, oh, look, I'm pregnant. I'm gonna go get an abortion before I head into work today. It is an emotionally draining medical procedure. And it's necessary.
You're obsessed with your mental illness.
I know, right? It's almost like it impacts every part of my life.
It's all in your head.
I know, right? It's almost like it's a mental illness.
Why do you let it affect you and stop you from doing things?
It's almost like it's an actual illness.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight.
Some people don't want you to get better. Because if you get better, you might realize that you want better. And once you want better, you might realize that you deserve better. And once you know you deserve better, you're going to go find that better. And they may not be a part of it.
I've loved you since the moment I saw you.
Love at first sight doesn't exist. Love takes time and love takes work. At the very least, you have to know the other person. And you literally have no idea who or what I am.
It's so late, but this is due tomorrow.
Hey. Just finish it in the morning.
In the morning? Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, you stupid bitch. What? I said your eyes are drooping, which means you need Betty Bye. Okay, I'll just wake up earlier. Totally. Keep lying to yourself. What? I said keep lying yourself down, you sweet, sweet baby. Okay. I know myself well enough that this is gonna be a good idea, moron. What? I said get your snore on, girls. You heard me. Dumbass. I did, and I'm still gonna go to bed. Yeah, you are.
Fucking preach. Here's what I fucking hate about that argument. The need for adoption and the need for abortion are two separate things, because the need for adoption is for the kids, and the need for abortion is for the parents. A couple who wants to adopt doesn't need to, but a kid in the system needs to get adopted. Because they deserve a fucking family. When people use that argument, it's almost as if they're saying that adoption is for the parents and not the kid. Which is just not how it fucking works.
Do shit like this brings the movement down. Everyone's a feminist until there is a spider around. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Talk more.
Why can't you accept that she might be living a good, honest life? That she's an attentive partner and a good mom?
Because I wanted that mom. I wanted the mom who made me afternoon snacks instead of just telling me to look for loose fries in the McDonald's ball pit. Why does Patricia get that mom? If Donna Shellstrop has truly changed, then that means she was always capable of change, but I just wasn't worth changing for.
You're right. There are two sexes. The one I have with your dad, and the one I have with your mother.
Someone ought to put you in a mental hospital.
Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma!
I'd rather eat a bagel from a town in the Midwest, or shove my fist up to my wrist in a murder hornet's nest. Heck, I'd rather chew the gum off of the bottom of my shoe than to spend one more minute with you.
Anyone that picks Monty Golf is just a nerd.
Ooh, Gator Golf!
You're taller. How fucking dare you?
Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You live like that, you live with ghosts. You forget, but you never let it go. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. If you love like that, blood run, 'cause baby, we got bad blood. You know we used to be mad love. Oh no, oh no, oh no. One track mind, one track heart. If I fail, I'll fall apart. Maybe it is all a test, 'cause I feel like I'm the worst, so I always act like I'm the best.
So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible go through, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come through, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
So in reaction to Roe being overturned, we've been getting a lot of this.
Go watch the rest of that video, first of all. Makes a lot of good points, like, it's good. Second of all, how do these people think? They don't see how creepy that is? Let this parasite grow in your body for 9 months and irreversibly destroy parts of it, and we'll keep the parasite when it comes out. It's not always that they can't take care of the baby because they don't have the means. Sometimes it's, I don't want to ruin my body. I could die from this. And yes, sometimes it just is, I can't care for the baby, or I don't want to care for the baby. But like, isn't that what witches and fairy tales used to do? Say, I'll take your firstborn child. It's so fucking creepy.
I've decided that I'm just not gonna suffer anymore. I'm too hot, I'm too sexy, and I'm just over it. I'm self-undiagnosing. From now on, I'm fine.
What abortifacient?
Look, that's not an abortifacient.
Okay, well, that's your opinion.
Babe, do you know what opinion means? It's how you think about something subjective. Even before the TERF stuff came out, I couldn't stand Harry Potter. That's my opinion. The fact that an IUD is not an abortification, or however you pronounce that, is just a scientific fact. People are always like, respect my opinion, but what they're saying isn't opinions, they're just not true.
Why are 10-year-olds having sex without condoms or contraception?
She was raped, you fucking imbecile. This isn't a new thing. It's not that 10-year-olds are having sex, it's that adults are forcing themselves on 10-year-olds. Fucking hate conservatives. You cannot be this willfully ignorant. Let's not even mention the fact that a lot of states are attacking contraception too. So you, sir, are a fucking monster. Don't act like a 10-year-old child had a choice in the matter, while at the same time taking away her choice to end the pregnancy that was forced upon her.